Okay. Are we on? Yeah, we are on, people. Hello. I am so happy to be here. I was caught off guard. But, you know, I am still so very happy to see you guys. Now, the theme for today is Greek mythology. Now, I am the great grandson of Zeus. You can call me Jephidinus. Now, the prize pot for today is 1,500 Mimir tokens. And I hope you feel ready to start this quiz, because I sure do. So, question number 1. What is the name of the Greek god of war? Is it Ares, is it Zeus, or is it Kratos? What do you think? You should know this one. Well, the correct answer here is Ares. Now, the Ares is one of the many sons of Zeus, the great all-father of the Greek mythology, the Greek pantheon. Now, Kratos, on the other hand, he is not at all in the Greek mythology. He is a video game character of a video game that I love very much, God of War. Such an amazing game. I think like next year there comes a follow-up to that one. I think it's called Ragnarok. Love that stuff. Okay, you know what? Let's move on to the next question. So, question number 2. Zeus, the king of all gods, was famous for using what as a weapon? Was it lightning bolts? Was it fireballs? Or was it ice spikes? What do you think? Zeus. Well, you know, I can tell you the answer. Now, the answer for this is lightning bolts. He ruled the skies, and when he got angry, he made the lightning from the sky. Now, Zeus, he wasn't born with the lightning in his hands. Now, who the hell is born with the lightning in his hands? You have to earn it. Now, he earned it by freeing Hecatonchires. These are complex names. Hecatonchires and the Cyclops from Kronos. Now then, the Cyclops gave the lightning to Zeus as a little token of gratitude. Now we can another child of Zeus. We can move on to the next question. Actually, question number 4. No, I'm sorry. Question number 3. In Greek mythology, who was the goddess Artemis? Was it the goddess of harvest, the goddess of the hunt, or the goddess of love? So, as I mentioned, the Artemis is one of the children of Zeus. Actually, the child of Zeus and Leto, not Zeus and Hera. So Leto was kind of a side chick. Now, the answer here is the goddess of the hunt. So Artemis was the goddess of the hunt, the wilderness, the wild animals, the moon, and also chastity. So it's a good thing that she had a bow and she could fend off all of the men so that she could stay a virgin, because that is what she very much wanted to be. You know, we can move on to another question, question number 4. What was the ancient Greek culture of Sparta famous for? Making pottery, for being pacifists, or for having a strong military? I really think that a lot of you people are gonna make this one. Sparta, where do we recognize that from? Well, the correct answer here is for having a strong military. I can't be the only one who keeps thinking of the movie 300 and the legendary scene where Gerard Butler playing Leonidas, he stands in front of that pit and screams with full lungs, "This is Sparta!" and then kicks down the guy. It's, I think that's the definition of epic. So, yeah. I mean, actually, Sparta exists today. It's a village in Greece. 15,500 people. I mean, it's got to be a formidable force. If everybody looks like Leonidas, they could conquer the world, basically. Right. Speaking of conquering the world, almost. Question number 5. What is inside the Pandora's box? All of the world's problems, jewels, golds, and trinkets, or a magical bracelet? What do you think? Have you ever heard of the Pandora's box? I think it's very heavily referenced in pop culture quite often. So the correct answer here is the all of the world's problems. Yeah, actually my sister usually plays a game called, she calls it Pandora's box, where she has taken a box and she stuffs a lot of questions into it. And then you can pick up the questions and read them during a date or something. It's a pretty fun game. It's a pretty fun game. I'll give her that. It's quite crafty of her. Now, speaking of crafty, someone else who was quite crafty in the Greek mythology was Icarus. Well, at least his father was very, very crafty. And now the question here is about Icarus. He's quite famous here. What did Icarus die from doing? Was he flying too close to the sun? Was he fighting a lion? Or was he jumping off a cliff? What do you think? Well, you know, Greek mythology, it's very, very common in movies and pop culture and books, and lots of reference in songs. Perhaps you recognize this one. The correct answer here is that Icarus flew too close to the sun. And that expression of flying too close to the sun has become a kind of a saying. It means, you know, that you have too much hubris. Now, this story actually goes that his father, the very crafty Daedalus, he helped him build wings from feathers and wax. But Icarus was warned, you shouldn't fly too close to the sun and such. But Icarus did it anyway. And then he didn't actually burn up by the sun, but he came too close and then the wax melted. And then he fell down into the oceans. What a shame, Icarus. Better luck next time. And speaking of next, let's move on to the next question. So, question number 7. What creature is famous for turning people into stone with its gaze? Is it a siren? Is it a Medusa or Gaia? What do you think? Turning into stone with its gaze. That's a powerful ability. Also something that has been seen a lot in pop culture and video games, I would say. The correct answer here is, of course, the Medusa. This creature with snakes as hair, as her hair. She was one of the 3 Gorgons, and they were these 3 sister creatures that all had the snakes for the hairs as hair, living snakes. Now, the other 2 Gorgons, they were immortal, but Medusa, she was actually slayed by the Greek hero Perseus, who then took her head and used it as a weapon in combat. Quite gruesome and quite badass, I gotta say. Right, speaking of stone, do you remember? Probably you do, from the last question of Daedalus, the legendary craftsman. So now I got a question for you about him. Question number 8. What did Daedalus build? Was it a tower, a temple, or a maze? Now, for those of you who played yesterday, you've already you know a great lot about this question. Well, I'll tell you what the answer is. A maze. So he, as I mentioned yesterday as well, he built this maze to contain the Minotaur, and he built it so damn good that he almost couldn't find his way out. It's a funny predicament. It's a really funny predicament. It kind of makes me think of, the cartoons when you're sitting on a branch and you're sawing it off, and you kind of make your own, you're digging your own grave, so to speak. So Daedalus, he almost had a meeting with death, almost had a meeting with Hades, which brings me to the next question. Question number 9. What goddess was the wife of Hades, the god of death? Was it Aphrodite, was it Athena, or Persephone? What do you think? Hades? I mean, I very much think of Hades. I think of the character from the cartoon, the Hercules Disney movie, which is quite a funny movie, I gotta say. The correct answer here is Persephone. And that also makes me think of the Matrix, funnily enough. There's a character there called Persephone, which is the wife of, what is he called? Merovingian, something like that. Probably because, well, he's a bad guy in that movie. He probably symbolizes death or something like that. Okay, I'm starting to feel ready to find out who the winners will be of this quiz right here. So, let's do it. Let's jump in to the last question. Question number 10. How many heroic labors did Hercules have to complete? Was it 12? Was it 24? Or was it 8? What do you think? All of these are very nice numbers, I would say. I like them. I do like them. But when it comes to this question, there's one of them that I like the most. And I'll tell you which one. It's number 12, because that's the correct answer. Oh boy, did Hercules do a lot to help mankind. What an awesome guy. He slayed the Nemean lion, he slayed the 9-headed Hydra, and, lots of animals. He slayed animals and tamed animals and stole animals, and also cleaned stables. What a great guy, Hercules. Damn, you're the best. So, you know what? I feel like I've had a great time here. I love Greek mythology. I hope you do too, and I hope many of you won this game. Now, as always, if you didn't quite reach the end here and answer all the right questions, there is another chance for you. And there's a very nice chance, because at 8 o'clock there will be the Matrix theme. So I am looking very much forward to that. I wish you a pleasant night. See you guys later.